Outlaws of Rock, episode 357 on Dio.
It's Double M.
We got, someday the show will be the things we say before the show.
Yeah. Like
A
a
little prediction.
oh, I like that. Let's do that.
I'm just saying it's a little heavy. Some of the stuff we say before the show we get in there. It's not a good time for that.
Sometimes it gets added to the show.
Sometimes it should.
Yeah. Like right now, it was a serious talk.
There was some good stuff in there though. Some little bits.
There it is. There's the accent.
I've been working on my accent to impress.
Pulling out the accent.
Those guys from Coastal Fire Department they're gonna be calling more. We're gonna be chatting with those dudes. We got to get some sort of an accent and make them feel at home.
Oh, that's cute.
At
yeah.
least some lingo. Right?
Sure. Yeah, little. What's some of the lingo from? Well, because dialects they differ from parts.
I know.
Of town,
I'm trying to get the Kane. I'm trying to get the Michael Caine.
Oh, yeah,
gentleman.
Yeah, even I could do that. That's crazy.
But if that's even good, though, that's
Yeah.
like two freaking American dudes trying to say if an English accent's good is just a waste of time almost.
Yeah, I stopped even trying 20 years ago.
I don't know if it's good.
I think
However, when I was in college, one of my best friends was from England, and he used to practice. Like I would practice with him to do
cool.
his accent. Yeah, and I got really good at it, but that was, I don't remember. I didn't continue doing it, and having him near me all the time made me really good at it because I was hearing him say the words, even the slang words, and it was pretty awesome.
That's
fun. There was these. I became friends with these guys that were on my floor, and like there was a couple dudes from England and a dude from Scotland, which was cool. Like it was weird to have those guys there. I remember my first week or whatever, I was feeling a little homesick, and I was talking to my friend from England, and I'm like, he's fine. Well, I gotta cut this shit out because like, that guy is from England, and I'm worried. I live like an hour and a half away from school.
Yeah. No,
if I get homesick, isn't really homesick if you can just drive there in fucking 45 minutes.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm just saying, he toughened me up a little bit in that area. It didn't last long though, because the one thing that pairs with going when you go to college is drinking, and the drinking made me not feel homesick at all. Like the first time I got drunk at school, and I was like. Woke up the next day in my dorm room all hungover, and I just went down and got food. I was like, no, this is good.
Yeah, you need that. You need that experience to kind of just knock it out of you,
Yep.
You can't if you get sad, 45 minutes away from home, you got to just, drink a little bit.
You do. You just got to get thick skin, and it develops. It develops because that's an exciting situation.
Yeah.
Much like this show is an exciting situation.
Oh, that was smooth. I'll give it 10. I'll give it a 10.
Transition whore. We left him at the station.
Yeah, we shot that fucker down. We put him down. We didn't need him anymore.
We had to. His transitions were coming legendarily bad.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do it yourself, like an English accent.
Meadow, Argus, Tiny Flames. First time we've played him on the show. The North Rocks, Come Along With Me. And then another track from, you know what? No, we'll save that because I want to do it in blocks. I liked the blocks. I need them.
Yeah,
I need them. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I need them to be in blocks.
Blocks are good. Like better than Lincoln Logs. That's what I always say.
Lincoln Logs were good though.
See, the block content, when you get it, the way you do it, it's like a good transition. It's good show. It's good show.
It's I think it brings some things to the table. A few things.
Yeah, little things.
Salt and pepper. I don't know.
Well, garlic powder.
Cream corn.
Well, paprika, right?
Figgy pudding. I don't know.
That sounds disgusting, but I'll eat it. because I'm friends with English people. So people
I have
forget.
been wanting every Christmas. I secretly have a wish, and it's that someone makes me or has figgy pudding
Oh yeah.
so I can have some, and it's yet to come true. That's how I know there's no Santa, because I've never said it out loud till now.
It's the second verse in the Jingle Bells, isn't it? No.
Figgy pudding?
I wish you a merry
Yeah,
Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking weird. I don't know
and
about
bring
that.
me some figgy pudding.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know I
Second
have
verse.
to. It's not even it's a secret. It's a secret, but now it's not a secret anymore. But like that, I do every Christmas. I'm like, this year is going to be the year. It's going to, because that's going to be a very special Christmas. I don't know how.
Uh-huh.
I just know that someone's going to be like, yo, Dio, did you try the figgy pudding? And I'm going to be like, fuck. No, I didn't, but I most certainly am beelining it right to it.
Yeah. Is it like fig pudding? I don't
I don't know.
it's figgy. Like
I don't even
what
want to
is that?
know.
Yeah, let's just try it out on the
I've
show.
thought of looking up the ingredients so many times I couldn't even count so many times daily.
It sounds so expensive.
But I don't want to look it up. Just like I didn't look up Vegemite. I didn't want to know what it was till we ate it.
That was fun though. I mean,
That was like salt, like salt paste.
yeah, literally the saltiest thing I've ever eaten in my life.
It was like if you got a paste of some sort that had no flavor, and then you just dumped a bunch of salt in it and stirred it up.
Yeah,
And
MSG.
and then it's black.
MSG doesn't have shit on that on
No
Vegemite.
way.
Like Jesus Christ.
It's the saltiest thing I've ever had.
Ever.
Yeah, and then remember we tried to we're just like, we'll just put a little bit, just like a little, way less than we did on the first piece. It didn't do anything.
No, mate.
It was too it was too powerful. It's all because of that damn That's the only reason why I did it. Because I kept seeing the video for Men Without Hats, Land Down Under. And I was like, he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And I'm like, I have to do it.
Gotta do. Well, he does say that in that song, doesn't he?
That's what the line.
Oh my God.
I asked, do you speak of my language? And he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
Well, that's a yes. Yeah.
And I've been wondering, and you had to try Vegemite, but I do not recommend it.
I'll take the oil can of Foster's, please.
Oh, please. Because I just don't have, I guess my palate it's not Australian. So it just doesn't get there. But
yeah.
We'll ask one of the Australian bands that we play. Did we ask them, Carly Jewel and them, about the Vegemite?
I don't think he asked Carly Jewel, but someone it was brought up a couple years ago for sure. Because we did it. And I think he mentioned
right.
And they're like, oh yeah, we like it.
Was it Riot After Midnight?
It was. I think so. I think it was someone like that.
Yeah. I don't remember if they liked it though. It's great, mate. And you're like, no, dude.
No, stay away. Well, it's like us eating, like what do we have? It's weird. Oh, I was listening to Canadians talk yesterday. We put like mustard on things, like on a bunch of things, right? Or like mayo.
Yeah.
They think that's weird. They have ketchup fries up there. We don't know what the fuck that is. And like, it was on Letterkenny.
They have poutine.
Yeah, poutine. Yeah, which
is that what it's called?
Yeah. Well, I think
it's gravy fries, right?
Gravy fries. Yeah, they put that on fries.
When I was a kid, we used to go over the border, because we were in Detroit there. We'd go over the border and we'd go to restaurants and my mom would order it.
Oh,
she loved it.
Yeah,
she loved it.
My whole family loves it too. I've never really tried it, but
dude, you just put anything on a fucking French fry and it's delicious.
Anything, like even
dip it in nacho sauce. If you dip miso sauce, it's delicious. You can dip it in bean dip, delicious.
Ice cream, dip it in ice cream. It tastes good.
People dip them in Frosties all the time. That's a huge thing, dude. I don't like it. Yeah, but I'm not saying it's not cool. It's their thing. I'm not here to tell you what things to do.
No, you're here to give the rock.
But I don't like my salty and my sweet combined too much.
No,
and in that case, it's like pineapple on pizza, and I'm not in.
Yeah, that'll take the line. That'll be my actual edge where I'll tip my little tippy toe over, but that's it.
Pineapple pizza?
Yeah, I'll eat it, but it has to have.
The only way I'll eat it,
and
I'm serious. This isn't a thing. It's not a thing it's against pineapple on pizza. However, a good Hawaiian pizza is good.
You need that good smoky meat, and that's the only
Yes.
thing. It's either pepperoni or ham or bacon and pineapple.
And grill that fucking pineapple.
Grill it hard. Yeah, get that sweetness out, spark it up.
And then I'm all in. But if you're just throwing some pineapple on a freaking Little Caesars, I'm not on board.
No. It can't just be a cheese pizza with pineapple on it. That's fucking crackhead shit. Yeah, I guess
that's terrible.
That's a Detroit pizza. That's cheesy crust, cheesy, saucy fucking pizza. You don't
Heart attack pizza.
Yeah, you don't just drop pineapple without the smoked.
No, if you
meats.
drop pineapple on that type of pizza, it would eat it. It would like sink in. It would have just absorbed it. Like, what is this?
What the fuck? Spit it right out.
Fruit? I'm literally oil.
Yeah,
it's just it's a pizza piece of oil. It's like they just were like, let's just let it sit in oil for a while and see what happens. Or let's never, ever, ever wash the pans we use.
Exactly. It would ferment. It would ferment the pineapple. It would just become nothing. It would, it'd become alcohol.
It laughs at it.
Yeah. It would spit it out.
It kicks it out of the club, dude. You're out the club. Out of the back door, right into the alley, right into the garbage.
Let the some bitch out of here.
Did we play songs?
No, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, did we do any?
No, not yet.
All right, this is the North Rocks. Come along with me and Meadow Argus, Tiny Flames.
crazier sound, I know the place to be. Come along with me. So many people in a crowded place, like a crowd of numbers without a face. I don't mind being lonely, I don't mind the cold. Come inside, life is where the truth is told. Running around, and the craziest sounds, I know the place to be. Come along with me. Running around, and the craziest sounds, I know the place to be. Come along with me. Running around, and the craziest sounds, I know the place to be. Come along with me. 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 Come along with me.
The North Rocks, Come Along With Me, Meadow Argus, Tiny Flames, number. There is no numbers. There is no numbers.
I mean,
However, I do
not
put
today.
numbers on the set list, but I don't need them. They're not even, they don't need to be there.
No, but we'll try it. Just see what happens.
I just wonder why I do that if it doesn't need to be there, but
Well, because you're clerical. You know
that is.
it helps you.
I'm a level
You're level 14.
43 cleric.
You're-
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Sweet, dude. Hey, dude, be sure to ask your buddy if he wants to come and play D&D. Yeah, the cleric, dude. Get that guy over here.
That'd be
You
exciting.
don't want me to bring my friend who's the barbarian? Nah.
How about the enchantress? No? Okay. All right.
Nah. Necromancer? Keep him.
Yeah.
Keep him.
Oh, skeleton
That cleric
warrior.
over here. We need a group prayer.
Nope.
I mean, a blessing. Healing. A healing.
No female badass orcs around here, you bastards.
No. Keep it
No.
to yourself.
Yep.
Kitten Head. We were playing their Christmas track. They sent us more than one track. So here's another great track off their new EP, which I love the art on it. Has that 70s cartoon feel. It's a good
cool.
time.
That's fun.
And then first time to the show, the Forge Hounds with Damned If You Don't.
But in a fear
What do we got here? Big Jim's wild card. PMAD with youth. Chicken Oot. That was from before.
Yeah, the Canadian. Well, try the Australian accent. Let's see if we got.
I got to do my face. I got to get my face into it. Check it out. No,
She could eat.
Ew.
Yeah,
Check it out.
Mine was very New Zealand.
Boy, check it out. I got it. It's almost like you got to do a full sentence, like you're a baby, you know, and you're just about to learn how to walk, and they do that heavy head run forward.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what you got to do with the accents. You got to almost like rev up to it, like you screw up the first couple words, sound like American, Australian, and then by the end of it, hopefully you polish it off smooth, because that's all anybody remembers anyway.
That's right. That's right. You know, no one knew all, you know, like the reverse of that, like what's his name, Russell Crowe and LA Confidential. The whole fucking time he sounded Australian. You know, you notice that? I mean, he's great, but I
almost like it better when they just let them have their accent, and we just are like, okay, you know, we accept that actor is Australian, but that he's playing someone who isn't from Australia, even though his accent hasn't changed.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Raj. Okay, cool. Fucking yeah.
Because you're supposed to be believing in the performance. What really the voice shouldn't. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know exactly. But Mel Gibson, when he's saying Raja, like you hear him say it in the first movie.
I know.
What the fuck, dude? You're from Australia. Just keep the Australian accent.
Just keep it.
Yeah, no one cares.
It would have taken nothing away from a role that good.
Absolutely not. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Let him rip.
Yeah, it's fine, dude.
PMAD youth, and now That was some bad Christopher Walken. And now we got everybody. I feel like right after that guy on SNL did Christopher Walken, and then everybody could do it. It's like he unlocked like a walk and wave.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jay Moore.
Jay Moore. Yeah. He was
Remember
the first guy to
Christopher Walken was just wow.
And he would do it in stand-up, so that counts more. Like he would be doing it before SNL. Like,
well, the first time I saw him do it was he was doing the Skittles commercial.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just grape. Yeah, have a Skittle. Like it's just the weirdest. I don't know. It hit me so hard. And he was taking these awkwardly long pauses before saying the next flavor.
Yeah.
So like you didn't know if the sketch was over or not. He just would stop. Then like after he said grape, there'd be like a 10 count. And then he'd be like lime. Oh, magnificent. Look it up. If you get the chance, look it up. These are bands from previous shows that we're playing them again. Moving Lines, Landslide, Skipping Stone, Trust Me, and our buddies Rocket Coma, The End of the World.
Let me go home. Let me go home, home. Let me go home, home, home. Let me go home, 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 home. Let me go, 'cause I'm a fraud. And I don't give a shit. Every nihilist. Let me go home, 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 home. Let me go, 'cause I'm a fraud. They say I'm useless, but you can use this. Let me go home, 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 home. Let me go, 'cause I'm a fraud. I got useless, but you can use this. Let me go home, 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 home. Let me go, 'cause I'm a fraud. Say I'm useless, but you can use this.
Rocket Coma, The End of the World, Skipping Stone, Trust Me, and Moving Lines, Landslide. We got two more for the rest of your set list here.
Beautiful.
Honey Cub, Can't Deny It, and Pinfinger with Creeping Malaise. Check them out.
I've been out in the rain lately, reminded every day it gets me high. Sometimes when I'm outside,
Hey.
It's interview
Hello.
time.
Yeah.
Guess who's here?
Who? What?
Well, I said it wrong.
That
So I'm
was
going to let her
partially
introduce
my fault.
herself.
I'm Agnes with an extra E.
There it is.
Yeah.
We made it so much more complicated. I overthink. Here's the thing. I have like kind of a difficult, with names, I always mess up names. I'll never forget a person, but names, your name could be Bill and I'd mess it up. I'd be like, bye Lily. No? All right. Sounded close. It sounded close. So I love your music. I said that before. I dig it. You're putting out a lot of stuff. You have a new one coming out, right?
I do. I have an album dropping this Friday, like at midnight. So,
Can we play a track?
yeah.
Oh, what track are we going to play after the interview?
Oh my gosh. How does this work? Do I have to like send you?
You just send me an MP3, whatever track you want us to play, and we'll play it after the interview.
All right, yeah.
Not right now.
For sure. Oh my gosh.
You can do it later.
Maybe I should. Okay, I'll think about it then.
Yeah, think about it, and then send us the one that you can either send me. It's up to you. If you want to pick the single, you can. If you want to send me a couple tracks, and then I'll pick the one that I think would be the best single. It's a win-win.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Either way, everybody gets to hear a kick-ass song. So, I'm going to ask you who influenced you because of how unique your music is. It reminds me of some artists that I listen to, but I'd like to know who got in your mind.
Oh my gosh.
Who got in there?
Now I'm really curious about the artists that you were reminded of. But for me, I would say probably like Vancouver Sleep Clinic, if you know who they are. I really love their music. I really just everything about it. Lyrics actually do matter a lot to me, and I've always loved their lyrics. Sometimes like I'll like a song just because of a lyric, like one lyric. I also really like Sunlugs, if you know that artist.
No.
They have some really unique stuff, really just like brain melting stuff.
Oh, I dig that.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. It literally is my favorite thing to do. Still, I don't care what show's on. I don't care. I just what video game to be played. It doesn't matter to me. Put the headphones on and listen to some mind melters, some absolute don't even need drugs, but I'm tripping type music.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get in there. No, if you're on drugs, that's something else. But you can go to a whole new place if you want to. Maybe open a portal. I don't know. But without them, just the music in your headphones just takes you out there into the cosmos. And that's why I like your music, because that's what it does. Every type of music kind of affects you differently. I don't listen to like Pantera for chill time.
Yeah, no, 100% different music for different purposes, for sure.
And it seems like the biggest part for me is the times when I'm not doing something active and I just want to be still.
Right.
And that's
right. Yeah, no, 100%. And that's what I really like about those bands is they kind of like bring you into your body, but then they also like take you to a different world at the same time, which is really cool. I really like Yoklore as well. They're more like neo-folk, like folk electronica, which is really cool. And then like besides that, just pulling influence from a bunch of different genres and like shaping them together into some weird new thing.
Right, making your own thing out of it. Well, when I was back in Michigan, I used to spin trip hop and acid jazz. So I'd play a lot of Portishead and Morcheeba and things like that. And that's where that cosmic sound kind of got locked into my head. Right. Have you listened to Portishead and things like that? You must have.
I haven't actually.
Oh, I'm sending you. I'll send you the names of these because Portishead is and anybody wants to direct message me, feel free. Arguably the greatest trip hop I think trip hop describes the music better than acid jazz. They're older terms, but the music is older too. So, you know, I'm sure they might have a new definition now. But yeah, I'm absolutely, you're getting Portishead Dummy is the album that will blow it. Your mind will be slightly melted.
Good.
You're down. You're down with it.
Mhm.
Let's do a thing where I will ask you, and you know, it's always interesting to know what music artists purchased with their own money. So we'll do the first piece of vinyl, and now I mean, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you bought it like last week. It doesn't have anything to do with when it was purchased. Your first piece of vinyl, a tape, if you bought one, because tapes are kind of in limbo. And then a CD. So we'll start off with vinyl.
So I have never bought a vinyl before.
Oh, you need to.
Do I?
Portishead Dummy.
Yeah.
You got to get on vinyl.
Okay. All right. Noted. I think the first thing I've ever heard on vinyl was Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
So, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, my dad had that Simon and Garfunkel's greatest hits in his record collection. I used to pop that on all the time and listen to America. That, you know, is that what it's called? Were they doing the humming at the start? They were so harmonious.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Their voices.
Yeah, no, that was a cool experience. I don't have a record player that works currently, so when I get that fixed,
you might need it's the thing is, like, it's the analog sound is very nice in some music, but I'm also really digging like how these bands are recording in the Dolby Atmos, or is that what is it? Atmos, like it really fills it up. I do like that the crackle of the record and those little imperfect moments it creates, like film.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't sound as clean.
Right.
So it's like, you know, how about a tape? Did you ever do a tape?
Never.
Now that's different. Tape is different because it doesn't have the same charm as vinyl. And it also, they get wrecked all the time. It's so fragile. How about CD?
Okay, so I've also never bought a CD, but the first CD I ever listened to was this would have been when I was really young. I think so. It was like an Inca Swazi CD. It's like Peruvian flute music, and I remember I was like 2, and I loved it.
That's
like I have this
awesome.
distinct memory. And I have like synesthesia, so I literally like see music in my brain as I experience it. And I remember being like 2 or 3 and being like, "This looks so cool," and like trying to explain that to my parents. So yeah,
What a
that and then
cool
the
thing.
second would be U2. Yeah.
Oh yeah. U2. What U2 was it? Do you remember?
It was okay, so it was this one song. I don't know which, I forget now which album it's on. It's been so long, but it was Miracle Drug, and I like remembered I didn't even like listen to the rest of the album. I just like looped that over and over again. So,
I love me some
yeah.
U2.
Mm.
U2 Rattle and Hum is, and I just had this conversation with someone, is arguably the greatest live rock album ever. I mean, like it's unbelievably well produced. If you can watch, there's like a documentary that comes with it, and it's just so cool. They were just so cool. Like they were just, and they stuck around forever. U2.
Yeah,
Are they still going? I think they're probably still going.
it might be, honestly.
Bono laid off the sauce for a little bit and got on stage proper. He was getting a little into the booze too much. Him and Billy Joel were getting a little out of hand. You know, it's fine to party before a show, but you gotta hit stop on that at some point. You can't just do all day drinking. Doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out as an artist.
No.
Well, that's interesting. The vinyl thing, maybe you need to listen to Portishead though. You're going to dig them. I will be surprised if you do not dig them.
Okay.
So you got the new album is coming out this Friday.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was just like 5 or 6 months of just like continuous like grinding and And just like a lot of weird like life experiences too. And then I this fall I started like submitting it, and then I like pulled it and submitted it like 5 or 6 times just to like tweak tiny little things. And then finally I was like, all right, we're done.
Yeah,
It's going.
you got to stop at some point. There's only so many times you can yes end something, and then it's just done.
Mhm.
You have to give it to the world.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
But
raised it.
yeah. Yeah.
Let
Um,
it fly free now.
but
It's
yeah, no,
tough,
it's
I
just
bet,
mhm.
because it's
It's a lot.
personal, you know,
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
a
giving
lot.
it to the world, and you know that's the artist thing. Heart on the
Yep.
sleeve. Give it to the people.
Yep.
But you know what? It'll affect people. It'll affect people. The people who listen to it will do something to them, and that's pretty spectacular, huh?
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
It really
Yeah.
is. I think everything else comes as
100%.
long as an artist you stay true to that thought, that you're being true to yourself and you're giving it to the people, and they'll accept it. And maybe it might be, just the right ones that gravitate. That's the special thing, is when it's
Right.
just that click of people that are like, we get it. We
Right.
understand where you're coming from. That's nice.
Exactly.
That's a nice thing. So what's it called? The album?
It's called Birthday Wishes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How many tracks?
16.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a lot of music. That's great.
it
So it's
is.
coming out where can everybody stream it and do all that stuff?
Everywhere. Yeah, I think it's like over 200 countries, and then like every streaming service that I could do. So all the big ones, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify, all of those, and then like smaller ones as well. So yeah, everywhere.
Are you excited?
Nervous.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I've heard your music, and it's so well done too. Like you're doing the whole package. So artist nerves. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a lot in my life. I've done that a lot. But yeah, it usually, it usually turns out great, because what kind of artist would you be if you weren't nervous before you released something that you worked on that hard? Like, obviously you'd just be phoning it in, there wouldn't be any heart behind it. And like,
Right.
I'm telling you, people pick up on it. They know real. And that's what's coming. That's what the next thing is. I think over the last so many years, we've seen a lot of not real.
Right.
And that's why it's refreshing for me. I sit there with my headphones on and I find music like yours, like other bands that I've played. And I'm like, see, look, it's going to get good again. Like it's going to get good again. Like like in the 90s, like I remember how good it was, and it was good. There's a little bit of everything. It was just like everybody was like, okay, you can be in the top 10, but you got to bring something. And then there was a rap band that brought something, a rock band, a metal band, Sarah McLachlan. Like, you know what I mean? They were all like just throwing in their 2 cents into this like gigantic top 10 of a bunch of awesome artists. And that's what's going to happen next, because I'm listening to the music, I'm listening to it every week, and I get excited every week.
I'm ready
this
for that
Friday.
turnaround for sure.
You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's, as an artist, I'm sure you can tell the tides are turning.
I hope so. Yeah, I feel like I was picking up on that, but I was like, is it really,
It is.
I hope so.
We're the locomotive. It's not stopping now. It's not stopping. Nope.
I'm just ready for all these like underground artists with so much to offer. Like, the indie community is such a like gem, honestly. Like indie, I know the word indie's been kind of watered down, but like the like unsigned community is such a gem. And I'm just ready for all of my fellow like independent unsigned artists to rise up, and
it's going to be
heard.
brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. Because like I said, I remember in the 90s when it was Nirvana and all that, and I was there when all those bands like Nirvana and all them, you could feel it was going to happen.
Mhm.
And that's what I feel like right now. Not that there's anything wrong with pop music. because it's another. We were just a friend of mine. We're just talking about how Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears could arguably be the greatest pop song ever done. And I'm like, all right, see, so like I do love pop music. I'm not throwing it under the bus, but we need something with some meat to it.
Yeah.
It's got to have some meat on the bones. And like you were just saying, lyrics mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Lyrics mean a lot to me. When I heard, and I use it all the time, but it's such a good example because it blew me away after hearing hair metal bands, right, with their Unskinny Bop or whatever, into Jeremy by oh, would you come on now? By what am I doing? Pearl Jam. Like it affected me. That song affected me, not the music, the lyrics.
Right.
And that's what we're due for, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think we've been like, I don't know. I think people are looking for like stories that are unique to be
Yes.
told. So yeah.
And
yeah, 100%.
it's
And
just comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's comfortable to hear someone tell you a personal story like through music.
Right.
Like I don't know why. I almost feel like people forgot how enjoyable that is to just sit there with your headphones on and just not moving.
Yeah.
Just enjoying it, trying to listen to it like I don't know, like poetry.
Yeah. No, exactly. That was like what made me so drawn to Miracle Drug by U2 was the lyrics. Like that was what made me listen to it again and again and again. Like the story they tell in that song is so beautiful. So 100%.
What's it about? I don't remember what it was about. I remember liking it.
Yeah, I think like the official explanation is he wrote it about like a friend of his, their son, and like their son had difficulty communicating, and he wrote it about like the like vivid experience that his friend's kid was having inside their own consciousness, but like couldn't always communicate and get out. But the lyric that like hooked me was I want to take a trip inside your head and spend the day there, like that. I don't know. And then from there, just, it expands on that idea. And it's just like such a beautiful concept to me.
Because they're good.
Yeah.
And it matters.
Yeah.
There
exactly.
is, everybody likes candy. I love candy. I mean, but you can't eat it all the time.
Right.
You can't have Skittles for every meal.
Yeah.
It would be in a perfect world. No, that'd be gross. But like, I mean, seriously, you can't. So like, why have we been?
Right. Well, because it's addictive.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. It really is. It really is. And I can't tell you, like, there are pop songs that I listen to now and I'm like, this is so catchy that I do enjoy it. I don't want to listen to it all the time, but I do enjoy it. If it was mixed in amongst some Pearl Jams, I'd like it a lot more.
Right. Yeah, sugar is more meaningful when we break it up.
For dessert.
Yeah.
We're just having it later. You got to get your nutrients and then you have your extra treat. Yeah. No. We're too many treats.
No,
but it's going to turn around. It's going to turn around because I mean, like I said, every week I hear something that I'm like, this would have been in the top 10 back in whenever. Like whenever. Right. I mean, because remember in the early 2000s, there was some good rock music coming out too. And some good, like a little bit was more, I just like it to be very diverse.
Yeah.
A lot of different styles. And it doesn't feel like that's the way it's been.
No.
And there was no indie. Everybody forgot about the underground.
Right.
That's why I started the show.
Yeah, the
underground's like I can't do it. What's that?
The underground's so important. Like I feel like I listen to pop music these days and I'm like, where are these ideas like coming from? And then I listen to indie music and I'm like, oh, there's like that's where it trickles up actually. So
yes. And I know people that were like very unique artists that have told me that they've seen their gimmick or something that they did on stage used with a bigger act.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's painful.
Yeah.
That's painful, but that's the almost the price you pay for being a real artist. And I hope no one has to ever pay it again. However, that usually isn't what happens, you know? You just got to push it. You got to go there. You got to be there from the beginning all the way to the end. Then it's your stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like no one's going to be able to steal your sound if you're standing there.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm right here.
Yeah.
You know, knock off. Pizza Steve, knock off. I'm the OG. And then you'll get a sweet OG tattoo on your knuckles and you'll never talk to us again. I can't believe what happened to you. How did that happen? So everybody will be able to pick up the album on Friday.
Yes.
They'll be able to hear the track of your choosing on here on Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited. I do think I know which one.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Which one?
So the last track on the album, it's one of those tracks that scares me a little because I'm like, I'm never gonna top this. But
Ooh.
it's yeah, it hurt me to write it. You know what I mean? Like it really I was like aching when I wrote it, and I show it to people, and they're like, "Fuck!" Can I swear on here? Sorry.
Yes, you can swear.
They're like, that hurt me to listen to. And I'm like, it hurt me to write. So it's like one of those that might break your heart a little bit, but hopefully in a good way.
I'm sure, because everybody's felt it.
Yeah.
So now they just get to know it's the human experience, man. It is. It's all of us just like, oh man. I mean, honestly, you don't ever want anyone to get a cold. Let's say you got a cold, right? You don't want your friend to get the cold, but when your friend does get the cold, there's something comforting about it.
Right. Exactly.
Like I've had a broken heart. You've had a broken heart. I get you, dude.
Yeah.
The difference is you're telling everyone. You're saying to people who might be like, I feel so bad right now. My heart got broke. And they're listening to your song and they're like, oh yeah, that's what happens.
And that's like one of the reasons that I try to, like, even if I'm not a big fan of a song, because like, let's be real, like as an artist, it's really hard to like your own stuff sometimes.
Sure.
But I try to like put it out anyways, especially if I'm like, all right, if I can take a step back and like put myself in someone else's shoes and imagine how they might enjoy it, I should put it out because like you never know, somebody might listen to it and they might have had that exact experience, and then their day or their week or their month is made that much better. So I should sort of like take my own ego out in a way and just put that off to the side, because I'm never going to be completely happy with what I'm doing. Like it's just, I can feel like satisfied but still not really
sure,
like get rid of that self-consciousness and that self-criticism. So
no, you can't. But that, what, that also, and a lot of people would maybe not agree with this, but that also breeds greatness. Because if you're not saying, you just have to know when to say stop and put it out there for the people, because you probably could, tweak it for eternity and never put it out. Like, oh, you dropped your first album when you were 80.
Right. Yep.
It's great. Yeah, it's pretty much the same way it was in 2023. I just brought it back to the original. So that's a hard part about being an artist.
Yep.
Is to just know when to say stop. But remember, the people don't, like, they're just listening. They don't know, like, they don't know where, if it's exactly the way it's supposed to be to the listener, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. No, that makes sense. They don't know all the other versions. Yeah.
I'm sure that if I listened, you could sit here and pick apart every single song on the album with me on here, and I'm telling you how much I enjoy it. Oh yeah, no, I love this part. You know what I was gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, nope. No. Yeah. That's why they never have, remember on the old DVDs where they'd have the commentary? That's why they don't do that. They shouldn't do that, because the artist will be like, I can't believe I put that in there. That's my favorite part.
Right.
That's my favorite part. And then you have to just, once everybody starts enjoying and everything, then that'll help too. I'm sure that makes you feel a little more like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no, like the best thing is to like hear like, you know, it's a song, it'll always be like a song that I didn't even think anything of, and then someone will be like, oh my God, this like, you know, this like hit me so hard, and I'm like, you know, and then I see the song in a completely different way. So it's always like the coolest experience. Like I'm just gonna put it out there, like if anyone ever feels strongly about a song that especially an unsigned artist has put out, like tell them, like DM them,
Yes.
comment, tell them, like it will make
Yes,
it, and it'll keep them, it'll inspire them to keep going too.
for sure. Please do that. Like it, I mean, most artists aren't making a lot of money doing their art. And it means so much when someone's like, your art matters to me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about like other artists, but like I'm personally still negative. Um, like
Sure.
I have not, you know, reached the surplus yet. And that's okay. But like
It's not only is it okay, it's pretty normal.
right. And
Yeah.
like that's, you know, obviously that's not why I do it. So, but yeah, so whenever I've had the like that kind of comment, it's just it's amazing. It's literally the best feeling
I
ever.
mean,
And then
honestly,
yeah.
if they could just say, like, all right, clearly you have some artistic talent. What we're going to do for you as a society is we're going to give you a nice small house, a decent car to drive, and like, you know what I mean? You get all your amenities, but we're just going to give it to you. Now create art. I'd take that deal in a second.
Yeah.
If they're like, you can do this show and we're going to put you, you're not gonna have to worry about food and stuff, but like, you know, you're never going to be a billionaire. You're never going to be whatever. I would be like, I don't care.
Yeah. 100%.
I want people to hear this freaking music.
Right. How much more art would we have in the world, like if that was just the reality for everyone?
Yeah, like remember they used to have back in the day, they would have benefactors. Like, oh, the King of England is producing my album. No, that was a little different. Oh, that might have actually happened. I don't know. But like they'd have like people would look after people, you know, like Da Vinci and stuff. They just put them up and they're like their guest house. They'd be like, Da Vinci, got the time. We put the tiny house in the back for you, Da Vinci. Get in there. And he's just doing mad stuff.
Right.
Well, I don't think that really happened. That probably didn't really happen. However, it's true. If they could just, you know, but for now, the compliments work.
Yeah.
And putting out the new tracks.
I mean, those do keep me going. They give me like a boost of fuel at least. You know, like, all right, you've said that, now I'm gonna work like 3 times as hard.
Nice.
Yeah,
because it really does help. We're gonna play. Wait, what was it? What was the name of the track? I was gonna write it down.
It's called Home and You.
I love it because we're gonna play it right after this. You want to tell the people your handles and stuff so they can get a hold of you before we say goodbye? And we will talk again when the album comes out because I want to listen to it, you know.
Sure. Yeah, so my handle is Avmuse. It's spelled with 2 E's. So
you love it, Avmuse.
Yeah. And you can find me everywhere. Yep. Everywhere. Insta is where I get the most updates, but if you're just there for the music and like to be surprised, then
yeah, you're always doing cool little videos and stuff. It's you got a fun thing there. You got good little art stuff going on all the time. It's fun to watch. And good music.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you soon. And we'll play, you send me the album or whatever other tracks you want. We'll get them on the show so people can enjoy them.
For sure. Yeah, I'll send you a couple different things. I'll send you the one we talked about, and I'll send you some others in case you ever want to on.
I love it. And I'm going to send you some Portishead albums and some Morcheeba. Did you ever listen to Morcheeba?
No.
Yeah, bud.
Oh my gosh, I'm being introduced to so many things.
Oh my, I'm so excited. This was like my favorite type of music to share with people. I'm not even kidding you. It was like my first taste of the underground when this stuff came out. And I did the fact that I get to share it with you and then you're going to share it with other people. That's a good day.
Cool. Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm very excited.
Well, thanks for calling in and we'll talk to you soon.
Yay. Yes. Thank you so much for having me. And
absolutely.
So
great talk.
Yeah.
Later, bud.
All right, peace.
know where I'd be without you. Let me breathe. I don't know how to make it through all this confusion. It builds me up. I'm breaking down slowly. How am I supposed to fix it? Can't make decisions. Is this good for me? If I can't find home, you promise you'll still call. Sometimes, was it wrong with me to fall for you? Overthinking my whole life. Can we pause? Should I take back all my fears in this renaissance? Saying words no one can hear. All this confusion, it ties me up. I'm wearing down slowly. How am I supposed to know it? Can't make decisions. Is this okay for me? If I can't find a home in you, promise you'll still call. Sometime, was it wrong with me to fall for you? I'm overthinking my whole life. Maybe kindred spirit, only free in theory. In a perfect world, in a perfect society. But I can see connection. The logistics kill me. The logistics. If I can't find a home in you, promise you'll still call. Sometimes, was it wrong with me to fall for you? I'm overthinking my whole life. If I can't find a home in you, promise you'll still call. Sometimes, was it wrong with me to fall for you? I'm overthinking my whole life.
Cool.
I mean, honestly, is he really gonna is he really gonna sit there and be like, the Ukraine beat me?
Yeah, no.
How could I mean, like, dude, you think about just your own ego. You're just a dude, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Think of his ego. That's like some Hitler level ego.
Yeah, he he's shirtless on horses. Like I
Which
know
is
that's a
even
joke,
and
but-
even actually more ego than Hitler.
yeah,
Hitler
and-
wasn't taking his shirt off. He probably had some fucking weird flapjack man titties or something.
totally. Yeah,
Like, I just got to keep it in my shirt. It's a little embarrassing. I got some flapjacks.
guy was an artist. He's not flaunting his shit around. He's not a
No.
jock like
With a gun.
Putin was. Yeah, with a
Fucking
gun.
Putin's over there just fucking firing the AK around, like, with no shirt on.
Yeah, he's
And
taking
everybody's
the
and he's
guns.
gonna be like, oh no, that little country over there, that's the one that beat our huge ass country. Like, just by sheer size, they should lose.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
square footage of country to country.
Totally.
I'm telling you, he's never gonna do it. I bet you he's gonna do something really effed.
Oh yeah. No, he's not going
Not
take
to
it.
us.
No,
but-
he better not. That's a bad idea.
No.
But
No, China would be like, yeah, but we own that now too. See, we got double interest right now. We think we're fucked. But in reality, right now, if Russia was like, we want to bomb the US, they'd be like, we own 16% of the US. You're not doing it.
China has a lot of derricks, a lot of oil here in Texas. Like a whole.
I'm just
part of
saying they would
Texas,
be
yeah.
like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Like, you know where we sell all of our bullshit to? All of our bullshit, the shit that we make with plastic that'll give you cancer in like 3 years, but it's only fucking $1 less, so you buy it. That shit. You got US, we're not doing nothing to them. You leave them alone.
Yeah, you stop it.
It's not our fault you don't sell them a bunch of bullshit. Like, fuck you. Like, we're China's bread and butter, baby. They ain't doing shit to us.
No, not a chance. No, they have
wouldn't
so
even-
much land.
And they wouldn't even invade and make us like a communist or anything, because it would be like, well, they can't buy as much. If anything, they're just feeding us like piglets. Like, they're just feeding us like TikTok and shit and just getting us fat and lazy. So we'll do what they say, but they don't want us to stop consuming.
Yeah, and no, those fuckers can't handle the right wing psychopaths. Those guys will fucking blow up buildings, like the guys we have here in the fucking woods.
Right.
No one wants to go guerrilla warfare with those guys, and you know what's going to happen. It's going to be like Vietnam if China comes over here. We're gonna take them down hard. It's going to be scary,
That's what I'm saying. It's in their best interest to just keep us fat and happy, because they end up making a lot of money off us buying their bullshit.
Yeah, no, exactly. All their plastic bowls from IKEA are made from fucking China. It's all not. It's designed in Sweden, okay, made in China.
That's what most things are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. They wouldn't do it.
No, they would become allies for sure. Or
They just tell
Switzerland.
Russia to chill.
Yeah.
They'd be like, but dude, if it really comes down to it, though, dude, we're gonna go on their side, because basically our whole army is funded by them buying fucking off-brand fucking shoes and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we wouldn't have any money. We wouldn't be able to have the regime that we do if it wasn't for their fucking wasting of currency.
No, good point.
They've made us more powerful than ever.
Yeah. Money works, man. Money.
Because if we were like, if there was a big movement in the United States where everybody decided nobody buys a fucking thing from China, their economy would collapse.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could just seriously stand there like fucking metalheads with a bad show on stage, just turn our backs on them.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, come on, man, don't you want to fucking, a knockoff fucking Rick and Morty figures?
Yeah. Do you want some
Fuck
pop?
yourselves. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay $10 more for the ones that are made over here.
That's
Go
right.
fuck yourself.
You want some googly eye glasses? Come on.
It's fucking dumb. I got more important things to do. Me and my boys are going mudding. You
Yeah.
ever heard of that? Yeah, that's fucking good times.
Yeah. Japan made the mud machine, made the side by side. Thanks, Yokohama.
I'm just saying, like,
Thanks, Honda.
there's so much more to everything than just a few people's tempers.
Yeah. No, exactly.
I mean, I'm sure, you know what I mean? Like, what don't you think? And I'm just saying, like, don't you think if Putin really, if they were like his generals, his like top dudes that sit next to him, that are his bud that are like him. If he was like, I'm gonna fucking hit that nuke button, they'd be like, gotta slit your throat, dude.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, that's too fucked.
They've
Like
given,
you're fucking, that shit's gonna blow over here, bro.
yeah,
Right?
they can't invade a place that's nuked. I mean, that's like, they already have a bunch of that shit because of fucking Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is attached to the border, which you just can't do it.
No.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. They have things that are
good.
not figured out.
All right, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Time for the top F and 10. Here we go.
Yeah. Let's go, Rangers.
Entering at number 10, Crushed from last week's show with Water Lily. Number 9 is Kill Cody with So Long. Number 8, Shock Balls, One Step Closer. Number 7 is My High with Skin Tight. Number 6, Jane Lee Hooker with Lucky. Number 5, Coastal Fire Department, Gentlemen. Number 4 is Saturn, Don't Ever Change. 3, Quinn the Brain with Bad Friend. Number 2, The Posers, Nonstop. And number 1, Year of the Dragon with Take Control. That is your top 10 and the end of episode 357. It's a new year, starting strong. Let's keep it going.
Brand new year, dude.
Brand new year. The music is great. Show's going great. It's all going to be everybody. It's 2023. Just do it. Do it. Get in there. Rock and roll.
Get her done. Right?
Smoke a bowl.
You smoke a bowl.
Beers and cheers. Anything you need to hear to get fired up.
That's right. And if you're dry, just keep it, take some melatonin to go to bed if you need to,
Wait, does dry mean weed too?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well,
No,
then just smoke pot. You don't have to
booze. Yeah. Smoke weed.
lay off the booze, do some nice legal things, microdose, whatever, anything legal, do that.
Yeah. Go to try the gym out. They're giving out memberships these days, and
Have
cheaper.
at it.
Yeah.
Get in the gym.
You don't have to break your fucking muscle. You just go and work out.
Go and use the sauna.
Yeah. It's fun. It's cool.
Have a lap in the pool.
Yeah. There's a fucking pool usually. Try it out.
Have a lap.
You're fucking, if you're listening here in California, Southern California, it's hot.
Yeah.
I
remember I used to see a lot of dudes who didn't even use the gym. They just went there to play basketball games.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you, everybody wasn't in good shape. So it's not like it even mattered. Get in there, throw the ball around, do your thing. I don't like basketball, but
Yeah, and some of those places have a handball, if you like the handball,
And remember, it's only 1 month, and then you'll be right back to your booze. And so, I'm just saying, like, keep the workouts, but like, the temporary, it's a dry month. I'm not doing it.
No, not everyone has. No one's. Yeah, the only reason I'm doing it is because it's to see if I can. I don't like
that.
It. Don't get me wrong.
Good. No, that's a great reason.
Yeah,
that's a great reason.
Hate it.
That's the same thing. That's why I'm going to do one outdoor hike a week.
I think
see
that's
if
great.
I can do it.
You can, and you have.
I will, and I won't stop. Just like the Beastie Boys, and I'm rocking the Sure Shot. But once I get done, I gotta get the right shoes going, and I'm going again. I might go this week.
Get some nice Pumas, man. Pumas are cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a nice pair of lugs. I'm gonna get lugs.
Get lugs and a big gold chain. You look like DMX.
And then I'm just gonna run up the hill.
For the hood. For the hood.
Run up there.
Yeah,
Climb the canyon. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's cool.
Big beers and cheers, everybody. Dio.
Double M.
Talk to you next week.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll with the punches. I'm gonna take my sweet time. I'm gonna go nice and easy. Oh, I'm telling you that yes, I'm gonna let cards fall where they may. Yeah, in my chips. Oh, you know I'm betting on me, 'cause I'm feeling lucky. Oh, like nothing could me. Yes, I'm feeling lucky. So I try my hand carefully. I'm going all in, baby. Despite the houses, yeah. Ooh, the houses edge. Though the odds of this stand up against me, still I'm going right, 'cause I'm going right. Oh, I'm going right up to that ledge, honey. You know I am, 'cause I got the legends, God's open in me.
to a telephone, and I can't wait anymore, and I can't tell you why. Laugh myself to sleep and dream of you. I dreamed of who it should be now. It's new to me anyhow. Woke up on the couch, a frozen slouch. I barely moved to feel your shoulder, but it's not there today. Your plastic smile is melting all the pain inside, and all the lines are helping us to decide. And I've been lying here all alone, talking non-stop to a telephone.